There's this new normal we keep talking about during COVID-19, and it is something that families are just going to have to get used to. Most places and public spaces are back open in some kind of way. And while we know that zero risk might not be possible, we want to figure out how parents can make sure their kids are safe and protected when they go out. So we are getting some tips today from Dr. Gigi Chawla, Chief of General Pediatrics at Children's Minnesota. Thanks for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me again.
I know you get this question all the time from parents coming in. What can we do? What can we not do? Because things kind of keep seeming to change on an almost daily, weekly basis.
That is definitely true, and it's true for us too as we learn more and more about COVID-19. But you know, just being outside for kids opens up all sorts of possibilities. And so I think, you know, if you're as a parent trying to make some of these strategies, outdoor activities probably better than indoor activities when you're talking about groups of kids.
Okay, so let's go kind of one by one. Beaches and pools, so swimming.
So, you know, I think beaches and pools are difficult, really because, you know, we know that the primary route of transmission of COVID-19 is not the surfaces, but it's really about the respiratory droplet. And while you're at a beach and while you're at a pool, it's exceedingly difficult to wear that mask and to be distanced by 6 feet. We all know that kids kind of are all over on top of each other in the pool and kind of clumped together. And so if you're at a beach, in order to do this safely, you really want to make sure that you know, you're socially distanced at the beach, and then when you're in the water, you're as distanced as can be, really to that 6 foot mark, since you're not going to be wearing a mask typically.
Okay, this next one's kind of a personal question because my kids have been begging to see their friends. Play dates.
Yes, so I think play dates are probably a little bit easier in that most play dates are small groups of kids, like 2 or 3 together, and with families that you know. And then that might give you a little bit more liberty as a parent to begin to ask some of those questions, like, is everybody feeling healthy at home? Is anybody coughing? And just to feel a little bit more reassured. Also, when you're the parent overseeing some of those play dates, you can do what you can do to keep those kids socially distanced. So outdoor activities, sidewalk chalk where kids are in different areas. In those small groups, you might even be able to make sure that kids are wearing masks and doing some, you know, hand sanitizer or good hand washing.
What's your take on older kids? I see a lot of teenagers still kind of hanging out with friends. A lot of times it's outside. But what if you're talking to your teenagers about this and moving forward this summer, what advice do you have there?
You know, it's really the same advice, which is that young adults really need to adhere to a lot of those social distancing guidelines. And so making sure that they're close to 6 feet apart, doing good hand washing and wearing masks. I think the trouble for young adults and teenagers is that they really want to play sports. And sports, you know, you're really doing a lot of exercising, heavy breathing, and so making sure that you're social distanced as much as possible because it's really tough to wear a mask while exercising.
We've been talking a lot about outside, but there are rainy days here, obviously. What about things like going to the movies or to the mall?
Yeah, you know, I've definitely seen some movie theaters have been opening up, and I'm sure that they're going to be doing some great cleaning. You know, it is a confined space, although it's a bigger space, and so I guess a recommendation might be to try drive-up movies or other means where you've got more of an outdoor experience than an indoor experience. I mean, capitalize on summer, for goodness sake, so that might be a nice way to do it.
All right, Dr. Gigi, I can only imagine we'll be talking about this again as things continue to evolve and change.
I'm sure we will.
We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.